Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Mech. So let us continue on from where we last left off. So, big things are in the making here. We're going to basically invade, we're going to invade Egypt, we're going to invade Guatemala, and we'll be sending some reinforcements over to India, assuming that they don't collapse, which I don't think they will. Do I actually even have a floating harbor? I have two. What the hell? Oh, anyways, let's invade with floating harbor. Just in case we move that to Alexandria, we'll basically just move around the entirety of the coastline here. Sounds good to me. Assign all of Purple Army onto that offensive. The rest of you just hang out in this port. And Red Army. Delete this line. Red Army, we're going to move you down to Guatemala, please, and thank you. All of Purple, you guys are not assigned to an order. I mean, there is an order. You could just go here, right? Seems reasonable to me. We're going to send you over here to naval invade Egypt. We're then going to send reinforcements over to the Bahari commune. How many people have died here? Way less than actually died in the American Civil War. A lot of factories we can maybe use. Just build more military factories. We're a junta. We should have as many military factories as humanly possible. I guess maybe we could like take over Belize or something. I'm not too sure. I don't know what our actual plan here is. Because you're about to probably kill Honduras. Which I'm very surprised that you've actually been able to accomplish. Is Honduras the leader of this faction? No, it is Nicaragua. Because who owns El Salvador? They were also... Yeah, they were also socialist. Advanced artillery, thank you very much. Infantry equipment. Upgrade anti-aircraft. Why not? So, the plan... If I was to justify war goal against you, how long would that take? 30 days? Let's do it. We're preparing an intervention into Guatemala. We're probably going to give all this to Nicaragua. They will unify the country, and then we're just going to force them into the Entente. I think that makes sense. Technology to research. Let's go with Mechanized 1. Because again, like, whenever at this point in any, Hearts of Iron 4 campaign, it's always just like, what do we even research? What can we research that would ever possibly actually be useful? I think this Peru-Bolivian flag fucking goes hard. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but it goes. By the way, am I boat here? It is. And we do have 100% naval superiority, so I'm not too worried. 10 to 16 boats. Let's just take a look. Like, what do we have? They are protecting the entire... What the hell? How many ships do you guys have? We actually have no clue. What if we landed here instead, in Benghazi? Would definitely work out better than trying to land here. Like, what the fuck? And you guys don't move very far. Is there another port we could use? I don't actually think so, because none of you are in the Entente. And none of you are at war with someone that I'm at war with. It's a control to yeah, there's like no Entente islands around here. But I don't think we can actually get any closer. So maybe we just land in Benghazi and hope for the best. How do we have no information about Egypt at all? I'm gonna send you to Cairo. Figure out what the hell's going on here. Like, I think maybe we land in like Derna. I have no idea, Egypt, why you have so many troops stationed here. Do like a landing like this. And just hope that Egypt doesn't send any troops too quickly. I'm sure that they will. But like theoretically, what if they just don't? You know? What if theoretically they just leave me the hell alone? I'd be pretty happy with that outcome. So you have 6 more days until we can invade Belize. After that, we're going to send all of these units over to Well, how many units do you guys have? 35 to 106, huh? That is a lot. That is a ton. The thing is, like, we might see Japan declare war on the Bahari Commune at some point as well. Because Japan doesn't get a possibility to invade India. Like, maybe we can land... Maybe we do our own naval invasion. We can land down in, like, Goa or something like that. It's not going to be an easy fight, though. Okay, we're not going to call in any of our allies. It just doesn't make any sense to me. We're going to take Belize. We're going to get the rest of this to Nicaragua. There we go. Belize. I'm going to be nice to Nicaragua just so they can actually unify the country. Even though, let's be honest, they probably don't deserve it. Next up. You know what? Let's send you to France as well. I was going to say that they should move their way to Bahari Commune. But, like, they're going to get killed off soon, right? Like, I can't see the Dominion of India lasting too much longer. So I think, you know what? We just cut our losses when it comes to India. They're just gone, okay? Here you go. West Indies Federation can have that. Next up, our political tool. You will join up with the Entente. Because, I mean, I gave you a lot of military support. And without me, you would not have actually formed this country at all. So you should be more than grateful. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to send all of our units basically to go fight off the Egyptians. I think Egypt is the only major country in this faction, right? Well, okay, we're still fighting Norway and Finland. Do I do anything about that? 100%, 5%. We could land here. Like, land in Oslo or land in Finland. But Germany should eventually take care of that problem. It might take a while. Here, give me more popularity. Why not? Give me just everything here. I gotta spend my political power somehow. It might as well be like this. Okay, we can navally invade it tomorrow. This for everybody joined my... Yeah, the war doesn't actually exist anymore. So sure, you can join a non-existent war against Guatemala. I see no reason to say no to that. Okay, we have 8 Canadian troops. Wait, where are the Canadians landing? Oh, they're going to try to... Oh, like, they actually landed troops over here. Holy hell. I did not know they landed troops in Palestine. But they're going to try to land in Alexandria. Where is Red Army? They're still on their way, huh? Well, now I think it'd make more sense just to put more support on this. I think they take Damascus. That might kill off Syria. I don't know. Okay, we can take Darna in just a moment. Once this falls, we move all the Purple Army over here. They start moving their way into Egypt. Okay, so this has now been completed. We then move all of Purple Army onto this front. And your main job is just push this way. Nothing else matters too much. I mean, one of you goes to Benghazi and one of you goes over here. Just to kill off the Emirate. But after that, I mean, the Canadians here are fucked. They're not making it. They are incredibly dead. Yemen declared war on Muscat. Actually, I think I delete this line. I'm going to move all of you here. Yeah, move your way over to this port as quickly as you can. We have more reinforcements on their way. That's what we love to see. This amount of troops might be enough to actually deal with this situation. But I'm not going to... No, all of you should be on this line except for like a handful of you. You're still going to go to Benghazi. And yeah, just be as, you know what, as aggressive as possible. There's a lot of Egyptian troops. I understand that. And supplies in North Africa are not going to be the best, and also there's a massive sandstorm, but you know, ignore that for the time being. If you ignore how terrible things are right now, they can really only go up. Okay, Serenacea has capitulated. Fantastic news. Again, we're gonna have you guys move here. My units are almost have arrived. And I think you just invaded Egypt from the other side. Maybe send some troops to go deal with Damascus, some troops that can deal with Arabia. And you know what, Muscat? I know Muscat can sometimes join up with the Entente, so you know what? I think that they can join my faction as well. Was there anybody else fighting anyone else? Like, are we at war with anybody that's not in a faction? Nepal. Doesn't really make sense for them to join any faction. And I mean, and you're not at war with anybody that's not in a faction either, I don't believe. So overall, I think every faction makes sense right now. Egypt, why do you have so many troops here? Can we get like the world's biggest encirclement? 100, like they're getting killed off. There's a lot of units just hanging out here. Are you at war with somebody new now? Who are you at war with that I'm not at war with? Is it Yemen? Yes, technically it's Yemen. Is Yemen not in the, I thought Yemen was in the Cairo Pact. My bad. Yeah, so now these don't actually apply because they're in the same faction. Excellent. Okay, absolutely crushing defeat of the Egyptians there. I'm gonna move you a handful of units up north. Just to take Damascus. We can take Aleppo as well. If you can maybe move you guys to the Suez as quickly as we possibly can. The Suez is a very, very good defendable point for the Egyptians. So if we can deal with that sooner rather than later. We do have some American troops that have landed in India. But I just don't see India lasting too much longer. They lose Lahore. And they got some cities back here as well. I'm actually surprised that the Entente hasn't just abandoned India. Because I know if the Radi Commune takes over Delhi, that's, I think, one of the requirements. I'm just surprised that it hasn't kicked in quite yet. Yeah, move to Aleppo. Adana actually is not core territory here. Okay, there you guys go. And I guess you guys just move your way down into Yemen, just for funsies. Okay, the Americans are sending some troops over to Muscat. Of course, we want to invest 100 political power. Anything less would be a shame. This in the economy, invest in arms factories. And look, I know supplies here are bad, okay? If we can take Alexandria, access that port, we can bring more supplies in. You guys are just going to kill everybody here, huh? Argentina is doing very, very well in South America. You know what? Give me better submarines. Why not? Yeah, 93% here. I'm going to need some of you to push back these units. We should enter Cairo very, very soon. How much does Arabia have? 3 to 9, they say. Cairo's collapsed. And I think, like, as soon as Egypt is dead, like, that should be the end of the Cairo Pact. You're on last stand right now, huh? The thing is that we kind of, like, really, really need Alexandria. Or we need to link these areas up so they have access from Port Said. Look, one of the two needs to happen. Okay, we will take Mecca in just a moment. I don't think it'll kill Arabia. Like, they still have a couple more cities that we need to occupy. Okay, they have one unit now in Alexandria here. Muscat has collapsed, unfortunately. But yes, now supplies are trickling in a little bit. And when Alexandria falls, everything here is going to be looking pretty golden, I would say. And they're dead. And they have fallen. So, how I think that this should work is, guess what? I get Cyrenaica. And you know what? I'm going to take Egypt, motherfuckers. Like, this is my land. This is all of mine. Submit those demands. Following that, France, I will say you've done a great job in Syria. And, you know what? I'll even give you Arabia. Those can go to the French. And you know, France, you can even have Sudan as well. Submit those demands in. Aside from that, I think the Canadians, you guys can have Yemen. Well, I say that actually I shouldn't be giving it to you. I should be giving it actually to the British. Because you're not a puppet. But the Canadians... Not the politics duel. Oh, did I select all by accident? Clear all marks, please. It's not Control A, it's Control S. I mean, actually, the Americans are actually in Muscat. So you know what? That actually probably should go to the U.S. Transfer ownership here. What did the Canadians... I mean, you know what? The Canadians actually did land in... Well, who's in here? The Canadians were actually in Arabia as well. But again, the Canadians are really just an extent of the British. So I think we give you to Britain. France can have Syria. I have Egypt. I think that seems like a pretty fair exchange of territories. Can I possibly save India? Like, they're going to lose Lahore in a moment as well. I think the answer is, like, no, I can't. Like, it just doesn't seem possible. Okay, let's liberate Egypt, please. We'll liberate Cyrenaica as well. I like how they're still controlled by, like, the same king. Like, we didn't, like, depose him or replace him with, like, a new government. Oh, France, you didn't have to give me Sudan. It's like, I appreciate it, but you didn't need to do that. I really appreciate it, to be honest with you. Oh, also, I guess Britain also just gives all this to the French anyway, because there's no Jordan, you can't release Palestine. Give it to the Egyptian Republic. I don't know if I would call this a republic, to be honest with you, but of course we're going to give it to our puppet states. And the Suez Canal gives the Egyptian Republic as well. I wanted to stay within my hands. I don't know how you're still alive, to be honest. Capitulate at 10%, which is pretty... That's actually pretty tough to break. But look how many units are just, like, piling in here now. Because you have a lot of units. Like, 50 to 100 divisions. Like, unless we can, like, navally invade near Calcutta. Because, I mean, like, this is not core. This is not... Like, their only real core is, like, this area here. But nobody in this area is actually friendly towards us. Like, maybe I can get access from you? Probably, like, a naval invasion from here into Calcutta. Just something like this. I just don't really see it working too well. It is my problem. Let's send our naval support over to Calcutta. Just kind of see what's up. And Red Army. For the moment, you just hang out in Muscat. We could maybe do like a naval invasion from Muscat somewhere into like southern India. But it just doesn't seem like an incredibly likely thing to happen. Right? You have capital here. You've lost Lahore. You would, if you had normal surrender conditions, like, you would have already died by now. Like, if they take this city, I'm pretty sure it's like game over for you. Oh, what I should have gone is actually, I have actually 2 open slots. Give me advanced landing craft. And maybe we can try naval invading somewhere like in Gujarat. I bet, like, does that make sense? Maybe. Like, we're holding off here, which is nice. That's because the entire Entente army is going there right now. Okay, our navy. Please actually go here. Okay. So they're on their way. Here, my lovely 4 ships are stationed in... What islands are these, actually? The Abana Islands? So there's units just hanging around Calcutta. By the way, I do think the AI knows when you're planning a naval invasion. Like, there's no other reason why they would have stationed troops in this way around here. The AI has to know that we're planning a naval invasion, which is kind of a little borked. Also, these guys are now completely isolated. I think as long as they maybe hold on to this city, they will survive. They're at 14%. Well, you're worth 1. You're worth 1. So that's 2 points in the north. And we have like 7 in the south, I think, because you're 5. The question is basically, is 2 victory points... And is 2 victory points 4%? Well, 12% now. 2, so like 3%. I think the answer is almost certainly yes. Yeah, they keep playing troops in like awkward areas. And they have some units around Dhaka as well. But I definitely think the AI knows they're doing a naval invasion. Like, if we can land troops again in here, because like this is really, if we take this area, they're gonna die. Because Dhaka's worth 3, Calcutta is worth 15. Is there another? I mean, there's naval bases, but like all the way down south, which is not useful to me at all. Like, having units in naval bases, like, that's not surprising. It's having all the other units where I get a little suspicious. So again, we can try to just focus here. Like, maybe cut it down by a little bit like this. When you're ready to go, you're ready to go in 7 days, in 1 week's time. Will you exist in 1 week's time? I think that's a great question. I don't know. Like, if I were to prepare like a naval invasion, it would be around Goa. And Goa is a Portuguese possession. Maybe like 1 quick save game. Cause I don't trust any of this. All of this is very suspicious to me. I don't like it. Like, I think we'll go. We'll be going tomorrow. Well, they're defending Calcutta with a single cavalry division. And we're sending 10 infantry in. We have 14 on reserve back here. We have you guys over here not really doing too much. Okay, we're at 77. Why is there 12 units on this? Why is there 12 units here? Wait a second. Why do they have 12 units in Calcutta? Not even in Calcutta, but just in the area around Calcutta. I think that is very, very strange. Why do they have so many units around Calcutta? What the fuck? Okay, they have 1 cavalry division left, and we can take you out. Okay, fantastic. We have now secured our beachhead. Bring all the purple army up here. And you just kind of move like this, because we've already taken you down to 73% just by taking Calcutta. Because again, Calcutta is a very, very important city. Go on a regular battle plan. Question is, do I want to bring... I do. I do want to bring a red army in here immediately. And you're just going to go in, like, here. Oh, but they are starting to core southern India. So it's not going to be the easiest combat we've had. So now they've cored a lot more territory. I think this is actually going to be a good time for us to end off for today. And tomorrow, we'll beat the Bahari Commune. But for now, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.